because I can't take no more. Press 3 if y'all up in here with me. Hit that like, share, and subscribe because I got to get into some stuff today, okay? Blueface is a terrorist, y'all. Press 7 if you agree with me. Blueface is a terrorist to every woman he ever touched. Nevaeh is a grown woman who chose to have a second baby by a man who called her first son a what? The B word. The B word. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Press 4 if you knew that he called her son the B word. And he is a child, y'all. And Jaidyn is on live streams acting like she wasn't cooking and cleaning for the same man while he was doing the exact same thing to her. Honey, none of y'all are innocent. None of y'all are victims. And I'm so tired of pretending any of you are. All right, come on now. Press 10 if you feel the same way I do. None of these people are innocent and none of them are victims. Press 10 if y'all feel the same way. When I tell you, I watched that live stream and I didn't feel sorry for nobody at that damn table. Not for Blueface, not for Nevaeh, not Jaidyn popping up in the comments like she's Nancy Grace with eyelash extensions. Girl, is she about to fly away? Honey? And looking like a scuffless. And the only person I felt sorry for was that 4-day-old baby being held over dirty bed sheets with no blankets, okay, no socks, no hats, while his mama and daddy argue over who's lazier. That baby didn't ask to be born into a TikTok damn circus. That baby is the only innocent in this whole mess, y'all. Everybody else is guilty. Let's start with the terrorist Blueface. This man looked at a woman 4 days postpartum, 4 days after she done pushed his baby out and called her ass lazy. Yeah, said she's a lazy bum because the refrigerator was empty. Called her a bird, called her a dummy, told her to put the baby down and stop enabling a newborn. Told her to get naked while she was trying to breastfeed, compared her to animals and cancer patients to shame her for resting, and said Jaidyn set the bar too high because she cooked and cleaned without being asked. All while he sat on his ass on live stream, texting Chrisean Rock in the next room, admitting his house is in foreclosure and pretending he's a provider, which he is not. But here's what makes him a terrorist and not just a deadbeat, y'all. He knows exactly what he's doing. Honey, he picks broken women on purpose. And y'all know, press 2 if you agree with me. He chooses girls that are already broken, come from broken homes, have bad parent situations, no home, no car, no job. He chooses these types so they are totally dependent on him. That's not by accident. That is a strategy. That is what a predator does who hunts wounded prey because he can't handle a real woman who has her own. Okay? Blueface is not a damn whopper. He's not a father. He is a parasite with a microphone who destroys women for content and get paid for it. And every single person who clicks his live stream is the investor in his abuse fund. Now, Nevaeh, do y'all mind if I get on to Nevaeh? And I know y'all was like, stop calling her albino. Okay, I stopped calling her albino. Nevaeh. And I say this with no sympathy whatsoever. Girl, you are not a victim. You are not. You are an accomplice, okay? You had his first baby and watch him call that child a bitch. You watch him kick Jaidyn while she was pregnant. You watch him abandon Chrisean Rock and Chrisean Jr., the baby. And you watch every single red flag in your face like a damn hurricane. You watched it and you still laid down with him and had a second baby by this man. And now you're sitting on live streams 4-day postpartum, holding that baby like a human shield, crying about postpartum depression while you argue over a pacifier with a man who called you a damn bird. You didn't get trapped, sweetheart. You signed up for this bullshit. You auditioned for this role. You saw the circus, you bought a ticket, and now you want us to feel bad that the clown threw a pie in your face? Man, Nevaeh ain't shit for letting that demon abuse her son. And I say it. And do you guys agree with me? If you agree with me, press 4. She ain't shit. She don't have postpartum. Her feelings are hurt from all the shit she keeps putting up with. Her ass knew who he was before that baby. That's how I feel. And she did. She knew. She has the blueprint. She saw Jaidyn's pantry being empty. She saw Chrisean rocking back and forth on the damn floor. She saw it all. And she thought, but I'm different. My baby would change him. No, it won't. A baby don't change a terrorist. A baby just gives him a new hostage. And Jaidyn, girl, Jaidyn, you want a round of applause for exposing that he's in foreclosure? Yeah, she exposed that Blueface is in foreclosure. You want us to cheer because you called him a bum on live stream? Huh? You had 2 kids by this man. You cooked and cleaned for him while he was in jail. You took him back after his ass got out. You set the bar so low that cockroaches trip over it. And now you want to act like you been new, like you was above it all? No, you wasn't. You are not the hero in this story, girl. Okay? You are not. You are the warning sign that Nevaeh ignored. And instead of being quiet and healing on your own kids, you on live streams acting like Nancy Grace with a grudge. Acting like Nancy Grace with a grudge. Popping up every time Blueface breathes to remind us you exist. You are not exposing him, girl. You are keeping yourself relevant off his mess. That's not empowerment. That's marketing. And honey, the dirtiness, honey, Nevaeh feet. Did y'all see it? Nevaeh feet filthy in the bed. The baby with no blanket, okay, being passed around over outside clothes and perfume and dirty sheets, no crib, no stroller, the refrigerator empty, the pantry empty, the house is in foreclosure, and y'all on the internet calling this entertainment. Y'all calling it the circus. Y'all laughing, okay? That baby is inhaling secondhand trauma. That baby is 4 days old and already knows what raised voices sound like. Already knows what bitch means. Already knows his daddy hates his mama. That's not entertainment. That's child abuse with a ring light. But here's what the spiritual warfare is. I gotta bring God in it. I got to. God sees that baby. God sees every dirty sheet, every empty bottle, and every curse word thrown over that newborn's head. God sees Blueface texting Chrisean while Nevaeh bleeds. God sees Jaidyn logging on for clout instead of logging off to heal. God sees every single person in the comments saying, this is funny, while a child is being destroyed in real time. And God is not entertained by this. God is not laughing. God is writing every single name in that book that don't get erased. Honey, so here's what you do when the circus is guilty. You don't pick a side. You don't cheer for Jaidyn because she exposed him. You don't cry for Nevaeh because she finally spoke up. You look at all of them and you say, this is what happens when you build a family on TikTok instead of on truth. You look at your own life and you ask yourself, Am I dating Blueface? Am I making excuses for a terrorist because the sex is good? Am I having babies to fix a man who told me he wasn't shit from day one? Am I watching this circus for entertainment with real kids are being traumatized for views? Because if you are any of those, then you are no better than them. You are the audience that pays for the damn show. You are the reason the circus stays open. And when that baby grows up and repeats the same cycle, please don't act surprised. Don't say, where did he go wrong? You went wrong when you clicked. You went wrong when you laughed. You went wrong when you decided that somebody else's destruction was your dinner entertainment. Stop watching Blueface. Stop watching Nevaeh. Stop watching Jaidyn. Stop giving your attention to people who destroyed their kids for clout. Let them fight in silence. Let them rot in that foreclosure house with no food and no viewers. Let them learn that abuse is not content, neglect is not a storyline, and a baby is not a prop for your live stream. Honey, that 4-day-old child deserves a mother who knows better. He deserves a father who acts right. He deserves a home that don't smell like dirty feet and broken dreams. And since he ain't getting any of that from the people who made him, he deserves us to look away, okay? To stop funding the damn circus, to let the tent collapse. Honey, I'm telling y'all, stay dangerous, stay aware, and never let a woman who had a second baby by a known terrorist, a man who destroys women for sport, and an ex who keeps coming back for relevance tell you they need your sympathy. They don't. That baby does. And he ain't getting it from any of them. And that's the sad part. Amen. Amen. Where y'all at?